Welcome between the hedges to Athens, Georgia and Sanford Stadium, home of the Georgia Bulldogs. As we'll see, the number 12 team in the country, the Texas Longhorns, taking on the 6th-ranked team in the land, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. Georgia about to kick it off to get us underway. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. On the jet sweep. Breaks into the open. Across midfield and out of bounds at the 49. A big pickup there.
It's so important this offense is able to get this guy the ball in space, especially on the perimeter of the field. And I love that last play call because he's able to get outside and use his speed. To me, that's where this guy is most dangerous.
And the Longhorns just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Dropping back, it's Manning. Fires to the right. Found a seam. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line.
Well, the offense is humming now, and you're seeing they can generate explosive plays in a variety of ways. They had the big run on the previous play. That time they're able to take a shot. Everything they're dialing up right now is working beautifully.
They dialed up a beauty on that last one. It got him inside the red zone. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 16. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. He's got it and still on his feet. Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it, 1st and goal. The Longhorns headed quickly to the line. They just keep firing. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that is the play this defense had to have. Did you look at the secondary right there? I mean, he was open, guys. Like, that would have been a touchdown, and this defense got to the quarterback, hit him as he's throwing the football, forced the errant pass, and dodged a bullet.
And he'll be stopped for no gain, still sitting at the 3-yard line. It's 3rd and goal, and this defense feeling energy from the crowd. Here's a heat. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line. This offense wants to establish an aggressive identity. They'll go for it on 4th down. And make the catch, and the defense will force the turnover on downs.
About it all the time. We're going to be aggressive. Well, they were aggressive on that first drive. They go for it on 4th down. No dice. Now you put your defense on the field. I like the aggressiveness, but now you got to deal with some of the consequences.
And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Yeah, on offense, this is a tough place to run the football. Back in your own end, the defense is expecting you to do it, and that's why they're loading the box. This is a great opportunity to take a shot down the sideline to your best wide receiver in a one-on-one situation.
And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
Got to be careful here, backed up this deep on third down. Snagged in the middle, it's Humphries. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Hauls it in, the first down and more. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. Georgia ready to dial it up on another first down. To the air, it's Stockton. Caught over the middle, it's Young.
Well, they execute the end route. How about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
Rushes on him. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
They'll move the wide receiver. Wants to throw on third. Caught behind the line. It's Branch. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44. Georgia going up tempo.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
And the Bulldogs didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Caught near the sideline, it's Young. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. Second down, he'll throw it. He's got it. Takes it all the way down to the floor after making the grab, and they're set up. Georgia heads to the line with a first and goal. From the gun, he'll try to throw. Wide out trying to get it in. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Dogs! Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. If you're able to move the ball in a drive like that, the most overrated stat in football would be field position.
Agreed, and I think confidence is big right now after that last drive. To be able to flip the field like that, not just do it, but go down and score a touchdown. Running and throwing. For this offense now moving forward in this game, that last drive is going to pay big dividends.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Manning. Flushed out of the pocket. Bought a little time, lets it go. That's caught. It's Washington. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Uncorks it. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
That defender is lucky on that play because he was beat on that deep route. He's lucky the QB overthrew that.
So now it's second and long. fire. Extending the play. Unleashes one. And it falls incomplete, and the offense is lucky to have it. Defender right there almost had it in his grasp.
And for a defense, it's not always about sacks, but sometimes it's about getting that quarterback off his spot where he feels very comfortable, and they get him flushed outside of the pocket. And good perimeter defense. He rolls to the right. Everybody's still covering their guys, moving across the field with the QB. Nowhere to go with the football.
Makes the catch. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Looking to throw on first down. That's reeled in. It's Wingo. There he goes. And they give him enough for the first down. They'll move the chains, and let's see if they can snap it one more time here in the first. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat line. They've switched into the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the second. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Wide receiver comes in motion. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside big. It puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that.
Unleashes one deep. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Hit as he throws. Another incompletion on third down.
And that's a play on third down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give them a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
It's fourth down and 6, and they'll try to convert. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the grab. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas! That had touchdown written all over it from the moment he caught the ball. Big play, big run for the score.
Yeah, it had touchdown written all over it because nobody was covering him. It'd be a good idea to get a hand on him. You know, listen, I know you guys got some speed, and maybe you give him a cushion and give him some space, but that was a little aggressive on the space department there.
Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing. And that extra point was good, and we're all tied up here in the second. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Jones. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
Man, a lot of coaches talk about starting the drive positive and a first play that can get you going. The QB just kept backing up and going backwards, and that is not the start to the drive they were looking for.
Back to throw, it's Stockton. Trying to burn this defensive back. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And that's the problem when you're living in second and long situations. Sometimes the quarterbacks feel like they just got to go get it all back in one throw. That's what he was trying to do on that one. He forced it into traffic, and the defense made him pay, coming up with a huge interception.
Quick touch pass to the receiver. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football. And you saw guys play with excellent instinct, running downhill and making a tackle.
Release to the back. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. On third down, he drops to throw. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. And it just turns out to be a missed opportunity. You get the ball in the red zone, and you turn it over.
Momentum, it plays a big role for teams and especially for offenses. And when you have chances like that, when you're down in this area of the field, you've got to be able to come away with points. Even if it's not going to be a touchdown, you are not leaving this area of the field without putting at least 3 up on the board. Missed opportunity for the Elk.
Hand off from the shotgun. Makes the stop at the 29-yard line, but not before he gets 15 on that play. And the Dogs hunkering down to pick up a first down on the ground.
And you can hear the sound of Larry Munson. Run the dang ball. That's what they've always built this program on, is running the football, physical running backs. That's what Georgia does.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Back to throw. It's Stockton. Moves away as he feels pressure. On the move to the right, looking for a big one. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. They'll try the run. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Georgia comes quickly to the line. Second down, they'll go to the air. Looking to the big tight end. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. He'll try to take it back. He's at the touchdown, Longhorns! What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that.
And this is exactly what you dream about for a defense. Forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. Fielded in the end zone. It's Jones. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. To the air on first down. The quick out. No chance to run, but they still move it forward. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. Second down coming. Wants to go up top. Fires to the wideout. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. So they're facing 3rd and short from the 25. Looking for a man. It's Stockton. Quick completion on the out route. He'll step out of bounds right at the 44. A big-time pickup on that one. The Bulldogs getting set on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Showing the arm strength to the left. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Quarterback making adjustments. Going to swing it on second down. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Blasted as he lets it go.
Nice job by the quarterback trying to buy time and scrambling to the right, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the first down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. Looking to throw on first down. Throws to the wideout. Got his man. Gets him on the ground at the 28, but not before a big 10-yard pickup. Georgia going up tempo. Wants to throw on first down. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have let him a little too much.
You know, it's a good decision by the QB because his intended target wasn't open, so throw it out of bounds, and you can live to play another day here on this drive.
Back to pass on second down. Oh, they're after him. Missed receiver there. It's incomplete.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions, you've given up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz, because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
Fires toward the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back. 3 straight incompletions, and undaunted, they'll go for it on 4th and 10. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. And they make the play and make sure there's not any scoring opportunity right here before the end of the half. Enough time to get off a play before we head to halftime. Looking to throw, it's Manning. Fires to the middle. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
And that is not where you want to miss. You do not want to miss high over the middle. A lot of that times that turns into an interception. He doesn't get that, but he's got to lower that football and give his receiver a chance to make a play.
Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. And the Longhorns will line up to kick off and start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Jones. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He's on the loose. Can they catch it? A dynamic return, explosive, and got loose on this kick coverage team, and they were barely able to keep him from taking it all the way. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David, and relying on hitting some explosive plays to win this game.
Yeah, and I think we look at numbers naturally, and they're losing. So that's the most important thing on the scoreboard, but they have had success. And so what do? You keep playing pitch and catch.
Touchdown, Bulldogs! Quick strike through the air for the score. What a grab and what a quick strike for that offense.
And when I'm an offensive coordinator and I see a short field, I'm thinking attack, attack, attack. Go get that touchdown. Take advantage of what the defense gave you. Great job by the offensive coordinator.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. On the move from inside his 5. Smashes him with the stiff arm. He's out of bounds at the 28-yard line, and that's where this offense will take over. So now the Longhorns take over, and they'll send out the offense. Their lead is gone, and they'll try to grab it back on this drive. Touch pass on the jet sweep. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page. playing together. I love it.
The Longhorns are in the hurry-up.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him, but this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. The Longhorns will try to convert on fourth down. Going for the marker on the ground. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Got out of trouble and throws. And the catch along the sideline will come up a little short of the first down. And the Longhorns come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield, it's Manning. Here's the pressure. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
And he was virtually unblockable on that play. You know, it reminds me of seeing the highlights of my partner here, David Pollock, a guy that doesn't like to talk about his own greatness, so I'll do it for him. David raised the bar in the standard for D-line play at the University of Georgia.
And the pressure gets to him again. Another sack. You see a defensive lineman come up with a play like that, make the sack, they start building some momentum to impose their will up front.
Man, there ain't nothing better than getting a sack. That's what you keep track of on defensive line. You're like, yeah, I already got one. You start keeping a tally of how many you can get. That's what you dream about. You dream about getting the quarterback. Yes, tackles are nice. I want sacks. I want that QB on the ground.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up third and longs like that. You can show your exotic looks. You can get the pass rush going. Everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force fourth downs.
The offense will stay on the field and go for it on fourth down. 2 for 3 so far in this one. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Looking left. Got a wide-open receiver. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on fourth down.
Love the coverage on defense there. Fourth down. They're ready for the pass. You saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play. And now their offense is coming on the field.
Looking downfield on first down. With the catch, it's Branch. Turning it on. They take the lead with the 6. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being caught. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
He found some really good running room on that one and just about got loose. As it is, good return to set up the drive. They'll start this drive from their own 35-yard line. Wide receiver going in motion. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. There he goes. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. What a play to get it inside the red zone, and they are set up at the 17.
And this receiver is so dangerous. There's so many different ways that he can hurt a defense. You got to throw it to him conventionally, but find creative ways to get him the football out. And
throws toward the end zone. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
It's a smart decision by the quarterback, but it's a frustrating one also because you're trailing in this game and you know you've got to hit some of these throws to get back in it. But the defense is doing such a good job in coverage. Nobody's open, so you've got to throw that one away. Smart decision, but it's a tough decision to make.
Pressure coming. And they'll miss the connection here on third down.
Once you start to get down towards the goal line, it's so much more difficult to throw the football. You really want to stretch the defense sideline to sideline and use your speed and take advantage of the grass when you see it. They try to take a little bit of a shot down the field unsuccessfully. Nice job by this defense.
Between the uprights, it's good. That'll bring him to within 4.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. On the ground, it's Frazier. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And this team needs more of that, man. This is a really close football game, and you got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
These two quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after 3. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. After swapping ends of the field, that gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Put it where only his man could get it and gave him enough room to get the foot down. Georgia comes quickly to the line.
And what a big conversion by the offense there. With the lead late, you're just trying to stay on the field and bleed the clock. At this point, it's tick, 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 tick. Let's run this clock down as low as we can before we snap.
And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. The Dogs with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Motion from the wideout. Dropping back, it's Stockton. Catch in the middle, it's Humphries. And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head.
For you coming into this game, if they throw completions and get first downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go faster, seeing it here.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8.
Well, you got to give this offense a ton of credit because normally they've got the lead because of this running back. Today, it's actually despite him. They really haven't gotten the production out of him that they expect week in, week out. You got to give the defense credit for that. But other guys on offense have been able to step up enough to make the plays necessary to give them the lead.
And they pick up just a few on that completion. This will be the 7th play of the drive, and they need to convert 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Humphries. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
Now, 4th down.
Motion from the wide receiver. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Complete out of the backfield. They stop him short, and now they'll get the ball back here in the 4th quarter.
Great coverage on that 4th down play. Nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play.
Man, when the clock's running down late in the ball game, every first down matters, every second matters. Really good job by the quarterback, dropping back to pass, scrambling around, getting a first down and also getting out of bounds to save precious seconds as this one ticks down.
Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. Scanning the field, it's Manning. Fires to the wideout. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved when I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Catch in the middle, it's Moore. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down.
And they've trusted their QB to throw the football. And he's going to have to make plays. He's made plays throughout the day. This is now when you come up clutch in a big moment when your team needs it. If that's any indication, I like what I'm seeing.
And you're seeing on both sides really hard to run the football in this one. You've got to give both of these defenses tons of credit. They are so physical up front. These defensive lines can take the game over, and right now it's tough sledding on the ground.
Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
And they've trusted him to throw the football all game. I expect nothing to change whatsoever. They're going to put it on his back, or his arm, I guess you could say, and let him throw this team to victory. It's a close game, tight game. I'm rolling with my best player.
The Longhorns will snap it on 1st and 10. From the gun, to give, looking for room. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
I hate the play call. It's going to kill you. It takes way too much time running the football outside and then not getting out of bounds. That's when they're going to regret trailing late.
To the air. It's Manning. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Texas! And inside a minute to go, and they've got the lead.
And how about this QB coming up clutch in a big moment? Gotta have it. You've dreamed about it your whole life. He puts the ball on the money. They make the catch, take the lead with seconds remaining on the clock.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Branch. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Looking to throw on 1st down. Under fire. They get to him as he throws.
This really has been a masterclass by the quarterback with decision-making, right? We've already seen him throw multiple touchdown passes in the game. He's understood when to take his shots and when to throw it away when things aren't there, like on that last play.
Misfired on 1st down, back to the air on 2nd. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and 3rd down is coming. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Quarterback making checks. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Outside the pocket, lets it go. They needed a big play, and they got it. And the foot down for the 1st down. Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. Looking to throw, it's Stockton. Quickly complete. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. Remember, all they have to do is get it close enough for a field goal here. Wants to fire on second down. He's taking a deep shot. Ball is